Welcome in, guys. My name is Blake Fontana, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a tour and walkthrough of my new home office, including a full breakdown of the equipment that I use to run my multiple six-figure online coaching business. All right, so as they say on MTV Cribs, this is where the magic happens. No, but really, this is exactly where I run my multiple six-figure online coaching business. And in this video today, I'm going to give you a walkthrough of my entire office and a complete walkthrough of also the equipment that I use, my desk, my setup, and everything in between here as well. So what we'll do to kick off this video is kind of start by walking around the room, giving you a quick overview of what's inside the office, and then we'll move over to my desk, the equipment, and the setup here. So getting right into it, directly behind me, as you can see, as you've probably seen many times before in my videos, I have this backdrop behind me, and currently in my new office setup at my new home office. This is a backdrop that was with me at my previous office setup as well. Moved it in here as we got the room painted and all set up. And this is followed along with me here as it's kind of a staple for my video backdrop and just the backdrop behind my desk as a whole. Something that I really enjoy coming into my office and seeing behind my desk. And it also offers and serves as a really nice backdrop for videos that I shoot on this channel, as well as on video calls, as well as on lives and video trainings in my Facebook community as well. So this is just a simple cube organizer that I got. Nothing really expensive, nothing really fancy about it, but it allows me to put in some of my favorite books that I have here behind me. I won't get into everything in between that's inside the cubes. And also I have some awards and some other cool things that just have placed in these cubes behind me for a nice depth effect to the videos, as well as a nice backdrop as a whole. And then to the left and to the right, we have two simple light stands that also serve as bookshelves. I have some books on them here. Normally have a few more books on as I'm still unpacking and putting books in. Those are normally filled up, and I just use these as simple bookshelves in addition to the bookshelf that I have in the corner of the room that I will show you next. Cool thing about these lights and the lights that I have in this room as a whole is I actually have Hue light bulbs in both of them, and this whole room is also smart light compatible and set up. So with as simple as me saying, "Hey Google, turn the office lights off," just like that, the lights shut off. "Hey Google, turn the office lights on." And I can also dim the lights, adjust them as I wish as I speak to the Google Assistant with these completely synchronized with those and smart light bulbs throughout my room itself. So aside from the backdrop here, what I'm gonna do is move you around the room. I'm gonna get to behind the camera and we're gonna walk you through the other areas of the space. So as we pan around the room here, you'll see that to the right of my backdrop, I have a snake plant in the corner. Next to that, I have an additional standing desk and a bookshelf. This standing desk is something that I integrated after reading a book called Steal Like an Artist, and I use this desk specifically for creative work. No electronics are allowed in this desk, and this is what I call my analog desk. Coming to the very front right of the room, this is where I have a few more decorations in the front, as well as my softbox light, which is my main light that I use for shooting content like this in YouTube to light up my face and create the optimal lighting for shooting footage itself. All right, so now let's move to the desk and the equipment that I have on my desk itself. First and foremost, the desk that I use is by a company called Progressive Desk, available on Amazon, linked in the description below for the exact model that I use. But this is a really, really nice desk. This is one that I actually put together, but it was super, super easy to assemble and did not take very long at all. And super nice quality, really well built. And the nice thing is it's not just a sitting desk, it's also a standing desk. So you can see here, if I go over, I have a little preset set up on this. So if I click on 2 or 1, it's going to raise up accordingly to what I have that preset for. So in this example, this is for standing. So then I can just pull out my chair and adjust to standing when I work. This is something I like to do periodically throughout the day. And I often switch between sitting and standing while working. And then from here, I can simply click the button, go back down, and we're back to normal. All right, so back to the desk. Directly in front of me here is my studio display monitor, 27-inch monitor. This is what I use with my MacBook Pro 16-inch laptop that I basically connect directly via USB-C to this monitor so I can have a larger screen to work with. Sometimes I'll switch and use dual setup if I'm on a video call or something like that, where I can use my actual laptop as my secondary display for video calls. But more than often, I'm typically just doing singular monitor work as I enjoy this for more unified focus as a whole. Directly below my computer here is my blue light blocking glasses. So I'll pop these on in the evening time, typically after 4 p.m. when I'm working still, to help ease my eyes into the end of the day and to also help with my circadian rhythm and my sleep cycles, so my brain isn't just being exposed to blue light and electronic screens constantly up until I go to bed. This is helpful in that and blocking out the blue light rays itself. So those are directly in front of me. Below this wood stand, actually for next up is going to be this wood stand that my monitor is sitting on. This is a simple stand I got on Amazon. Again, this will be linked in the description below. But this wood stand is a nice ergonomic stand that helps raise my computer up so it's more eye level, and it looks pretty sweet too. Below that is something that I actually had to use originally as a monitor stand, but I didn't like the height of it, and that's why I got this wood one. So what I ended up switching and using this for is this connects directly via USB-C as well. And the nice thing is it gives me all the ports that I need without having to come to my laptop. So if I want to take out my memory card from my camera here and pop it into the front of this, I can. If I want to plug in a USB, or if I want to plug in a USB-C, there's different ports here, including memory card slots, that is connected directly to the back of the studio display monitor and just allows for easier access to ports without me having to worry about using the laptop itself. As we move over to the right of the desk here, I have my Elgato Wave microphone, which is a really nice microphone. I've really enjoyed it. I've had it for about the last year and a half now. And I have a couple other Elgato accessories, including Elgato Streamlink 4K, which I have directly connected. It's actually underneath my desk now. But this allows me to take my Sony camera, that's a 4K camera, and basically stream at that quality over live stream. Something that Facebook Live or other live streaming platforms typically don't allow to do natively. Whereas with the Elgato Streamlink and Camlink 4K, you can use this as a capture card for your camera to stream at higher quality for your audience. So this is a microphone that pairs with that. I also have an Elgato light that connects to my desk. I don't have it set up right now. Right now I've just been using the softbox light in the corner. And then right next to this Elgato microphone is going to be just a simple Lenovo Google Home Assistant that basically shows the time here, as well as offering me the option to, again, turn off the lights. Hey Google, adjust the temperature in the house to 71 degrees.
All right, setting the Nest thermostat to 71 degrees.
Easy as that. Nice Google Assistant access here directly on my desk. This also pops up for calendar reminders as well as other features that it supports here on this simple equipment itself. This was only like 35 bucks, but a nice Google Assistant device that has a nice display to quickly see time as well as notifications on events, so on and so forth. Moving over to the right of my desk and moving up closer here, in the back right corner behind the Lenovo Google Home Assistant is going to be a simple Anchor light that I got off of Amazon. This is a light that is nice and easy to turn on, simple touch to turn on. And just like that, you can adjust the brightness via three different settings. And then over here is kind of my charging station. So directly in front of my computer is going to be my keyboard and mice setup. So beneath my two mice and my keyboard is going to be my Grove made matte black desk mat. This is a little bit of a skinnier desk mat, but wide enough to fit all three of these devices and also allow me to be able to move my mouse around and also use this as a mouse pad as well. So it's a nice dual feature for that. It also kind of looks cool beneath the keyboard with the black and on top of my walnut wood desk. Very far right here is going to be my Logitech MX Master 3 mouse. I really love this mouse because you're able to input shortcuts here to these buttons on the side, as well as the scroll wheel here. And then the other nice thing is that it allows you to scroll up and down pages super, super quick. It has a special scroll wheel built within here. So when you scroll up and down with this here, you can move through large pages in a very short period of time. So the left of this is going to be my Apple Magic Trackpad. So I like to use a larger trackpad when I'm working on my laptop, especially if I'm doing video work and editing, if I'm scrolling left to right through clips. Since my MacBook is docked as my computer, and I don't have that trackpad, it's very nice to have an external Magic Trackpad here in front of my desk. And I use both of these in combination throughout the day. And then to the very far left, we have my Apple Magic Keyboard. This is a wireless keyboard. Really enjoy the buttons and the feel of this keyboard when typing. I've tested the Logitech MX Master keyboard before too, and I personally prefer this one over that for the touch and feel of it, as well as the look and the fact that it also is wireless. So that is a breakdown of the keyboard and mice set up directly in front of my desk. And to end the office tour, the last device that I've not yet talked on yet is one of my favorite devices that I own, and that is my Remarkable tablet. So this is my go-to daily driver for taking notes, for planning my day, for taking notes on calls, jotting things down in between. I very rarely ever use paper since getting this tablet, and honestly never have used a notebook since getting this itself. Sometimes I'll use larger pieces of paper for brainstorming and creative ideas, but other than that, for my daily notebook, this is my go-to driver, which is my Remarkable tablet. So that's a wrap of my office tour, my desk setup, and what my studio looks like right here where I run my multiple six-figure online coaching business. I gotta say, it did not start this way. When I first began, all I had was a laptop, then I had a smaller office space with a little bit more equipment, and I was just recording on my iPhone, and then I got different camera upgrades, and over time, we've now got it to this refined point where, to me, this is my hub for not only creative work and workflow as a whole, but for also executing my business. And ultimately, the reason I have my desk set up and my office set up in the way that you've seen here today in this video is to help stimulate creativity, to give me an environment that makes me thrive, want to work, get excited to come to work on my online business, and ultimately give me a hub that really makes me feel good in my environment when working itself. And this is exactly just that for me. This office is truly a dream come true. And it was a pleasure for me today to take you guys inside and give you an inside look at what this setup is here that I have in place inside my home office itself. For those of you here watching that enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below if you did and what your thoughts, questions are on anything that we've gone over inside this tour itself. For those of you that would like to see me go more into applications that I use and daily workflow inside my actual computer, let me know below and just comment workflow below, and we can do a video coming up next on the top applications that I use to run my six-figure coaching business as well. And I can give you a digital walkthrough of what all those tools are that I use on the online side of things. Aside from that, thanks for hanging out with me in this video. Thanks for checking out my office and my office tour. Pleasure having you in. And again, if you have not yet already subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so before you go. So with that said, I'll close out of that note and look forward to seeing you back on the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.